want to be a more confident writer? Then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Caroline and I'm a digital marketing strategist and founder of Plain Simple Marketing, the place to be to get easy marketing strategies that anyone can do. And today, I'm going to go through with you some of the easy ways that you can use in order to build your confidence in becoming a more confident writer. This topic is very close to my heart because I personally like to write and I have been writing a lot since I was at a very young age. One of the ways that I use in order to increase my confidence in writing is to write more. Even when I feel that I'm tired on that day or if I'm busy, I make it a point to write every day. I get stuck in coming up with ideas on what to write. I usually refer to my content writing prompts. And if you are interested in learning about how to use content writing prompts to write either your blogs or whatever articles that you want to write for your website or blog, then head on to my blog at plainsimplemarketing.com. I will link the article in the description section so you can check it out. Another thing that I realized is that to grow my confidence in writing, I have to not just rely on the way I express things, but slowly express myself in different ways. I get inspiration from other writers. I not only look at writers who write topics that are within my niche, but I also look at writers who write topics in other niches as well. Because sometimes you need to create that balance. Let's say if you're writing in a niche that is quite boring or dry, right? You want to express yourself in a way that will make it interesting and exciting. So if you try and follow the way that people are writing within your niche all the time, you cannot be creative. You cannot learn how to express this same topic but in a different manner. You see, a few years ago, I was working for a university as a corporate communications officer. And when you talk about university articles, I would write about pretty serious topics like research grants, scholarships, and all that. But every time when I write the same article, I try and express myself differently. I try and look at other genres. Like for instance, I was really surprised that when I looked at how pop magazines write the articles, it's a bit upbeat and a bit exciting. And when I use the way that they write and adapt it into the genre that I'm writing in, somehow it lifts up the article and it makes it more interesting and exciting. But then at the same time, I do make sure that the important facts are there, I get the message across, and it doesn't sound too cheesy and too playful. It still has to follow the same type of genre and niche, but you can express it in a way that will be more interesting, so that when people who are not from your niche try to read and understand your industry, then they will be able to relate to it much better. Another reason why I like to read a lot of articles from other writers, whether be it in my niche or from other niches, is so that I can improve my vocabulary. And with good vocabulary, you can express yourself better. For instance, if I have an idea, let's say to write about making a coffee table, right? I have the idea in my mind, but I do not know how to express it in words. But with good vocabulary, I'm able to translate my ideas into words. And by improving your vocabulary, you will know how to construct sentences much easily, and this will make you into a more confident writer as time goes by. One thing that I often challenge myself with is trying to express the same sentence but in a different way. Alright, this is really important, especially if you are repurposing content. You want to write things that is in a different angle and express perhaps to a different audience. So you have to understand how to write things in a way that will appeal to the different audience and to follow the different angle that you have chosen. This has been a common practice of mine since I was in school. I will usually take a sentence and try to express it in different types of sentence constructions. By doing this over the years, I realized that it really helps me to express myself better and not to stick to a certain way of writing the sentence. I can express the same idea, the same sentence, but in different ways, in different writing forms, and with different words of expressions. This is really important because when, let's say, you refer to other people's content and you are trying to create an article out by looking at all the different content that you've read, you don't want to follow the same sentence word by word because that's plagiarism. You want to make it your own. You want to mix and match different things and put in your spin to it, put in your knowledge, put in your vocabulary, put in the expression that you want to use so that it will relate to your audience. Because as a writer, you are going to attract audiences who like the way you write. So you cannot follow word by word what other people write, and don't try and copy other people. You have your own writing style. Another thing that I realized when trying to improve my writing is that when I tell myself, okay, you have to write now, and I take a piece of paper and a pen and try to force myself to write, it doesn't really work. But when I try and write in a way as if I'm talking to someone, then my ideas flow much faster. Because when you talk to someone, you're able to express your stories more easily, and usually when you tell someone something, you just tell it in a simple form, but in a way that will relay the message really effectively. But when you try and write and think of it as writing, then you just look at a piece of paper and try to talk to the paper, but it just doesn't work. You see, writing is like talking, but in written form. So when you think of it that way, you think of writing as if you are talking to someone, then it will be much easier to churn your content, and you're going to be able to construct sentences that are going to be easily digestible, so people are really going to understand what you have to say. My question to you today is, have you been using any of these strategies to improve your confidence in writing and have found yourself become a better writer? I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. Being confident in writing is one thing, but in order to use your skills in writing, in order to make more money for your business or your blog that you're developing, then it is important to specialize in a particular niche that is attractive and profitable. This will save you from wasting a lot of time going in depth to learning about niches that will not bring you any money at all. In my ebook, I will teach how to find a super attractive and profitable niche. If you are serious about finding that ideal niche that will help you to bring money to your business or your blog, then I highly encourage you to take a look at my ebook. I will include the link to this ebook in the description section so that you can have a look at it. I hope that today's video will help you to build your confidence in becoming a writer. If you want to view more of my upcoming videos, then don't forget to hit on the subscribe button below. And if you want to read more easy marketing strategies that you can use to grow your business, then head on to my website at plainsimplemarketing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.